Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about loops, especially for loop. We are going to discuss in this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. Okay, let us enter into the subject. What is a loop? Loop means repeatedly executing a set of statements until a predefined condition is satisfied. We call it as loop. When you are doing the same job again and again until a condition is satisfied, you call it as loop. For example, morning you wake up at home, get ready and go to the school or go to the college and coming back. Again, second is doing the same thing. It is like a cyclic fashion, repeated format. Doing the same thing again and again is called as loop. When we use loops in C language, why we use loops in C language? When you want to do the same job again and again with the different values, we use loops. For example, if you want to print 10 natural numbers, first 10 natural numbers, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Instead of writing 10 times printf statement 10 times, simply we can write a control loop for 1 to 10 numbers and use once printf statement in the loop. That will be very easy. That means whatever the work, you want to do it in the repeated manner again and again, simply there we use loops. One cycle or one iteration, executing this complete set of body one time is called as one iteration or one cycle. Loops simplifies the complex problems into easy ones. It performs the repeated task in a simple manner. It reduces the memory size and it reduces the program size. When the program size is small, automatically memory requirement will also be less. These are the major advantages of loops. We can reduce the program size and we can automatically, it saves the memory size. So when the program size is small, automatically debugging and maintenance will be very easy. Now we consider the types of loops in C language. C language offers 3 loops: for loop, while loop and do while loop. 3 loops. C language offers 3 types of loops: for loop, while loop and do while loop. Now you consider the categories of loops in C language. Generally, in the examination point of view, sometimes the paper they are asking what are the pre-loops and post-loops, pre-condition or pre-test loops. Pre-test loops are also known as entry condition loops. If the condition is checked at the beginning of the loop, that is at the entry point of the loop, you call it as pre-test loop. Pre means at the beginning. If the condition is checking at the beginning of the loop, you call it as pre-test loop. For example, if you want to travel in the train or bus, first you need to make the payment. In the train also you need to purchase the ticket at the beginning. Or in the bus also you need to make the reservation. That means pre-payment. In the mobiles also you are having prepaid and postpaid. In the same way, if the condition is tested at the beginning, at the entry point, it is known as pre-test loop. In the C language, we have for loop and while loop as pre-test loops. Next one is post-test loops. If the loop is checked at the end of the block, it is called as post-test loop or else exit condition loops. Do while is the post-test loop. Now you consider for loop. While loop and do while loop, we will discuss it in the next videos. First you consider for loop. For loop is also known as pre-test loops. Pre-test loop means the number of iterations will be 0. If the number of iterations are known at the beginning and if the number of cycles are fixed, generally we use for loop. It checks the condition at the entry point, that means at the beginning of the condition. If the condition is true, then only it enters into the loop. Otherwise, it comes out of the loop. At the beginning, it checks the condition. It is like Boolean condition. If the condition is true, it enters into the loop. Otherwise, it will come out of the loop. We check it in the syntax. Now you consider the simple syntax. For initialization, increment or decrement, and body of the loop, you see. So this is called as for is a keyword. For is a keyword. Initialization, it means starting value. Condition, termination condition, ending condition. At what value the loop should be terminated. Every iteration means every cycle. What will be the change? Increment, sometimes it may be increment and sometimes it may be in the decrement also. Don't give semicolon after for loop. Even you give semicolon here, it will not give any syntax error, but last iteration values only will be executed. So don't give semicolon after any loop. Okay, for loop don't give semicolon. This is the syntax. Body of the statements. By default, for statement can execute only one statement in the body. So to execute more number of statements, we are making it like block. These the components of the for loop. The components of the for loop. Initialization indicates the beginning value, starting value. Termination condition, at what value the loop should be terminated. Increment or decrement, change in every iteration. Along with this syntax, you see some small example. Here, what is the initial value? Yes, I is 1. At what value it terminates? When I value is not less than or equal to 10. If the condition is true, it enters into the block. If the condition fails, that means if the I value is greater than 10, you see, if it is I is less than or equal to 10, it enters into the block. It enters into the block. If this value is greater than 10, that means if it is 11 or 12, whatever it may be, automatically it will come outside of the loop. This one, increment or decrement, simple example. For remember one more important point, for any iteration, even though physically you have 3 elements in the for loop, that is initialization, condition testing, increment or decrement. For any iteration, it executes only 2 elements at a time. For the first time, it executes these 2. First time, at the time of entering into the loop, it has initialization and termination condition. First time I value is 1. It checks the condition. Yes, I value is 1. 1 means 1 is less than or equal to 10, condition true. At same time, even though physically I equal to I plus 1, it is not executing first time. It enters into the block. The printf statement, it will print I value, that is 1. Next time it will move to the beginning of the condition, beginning of the loop. Second time onwards, it is not executing initialization. Second time onwards, it is executing increment or decrement part and then condition checking. Now its value will be I equal to I plus 1, that is 2. Yes, I value is less than or equal to 2. 2 is less than or equal to 10. It is true. It repeats like this up to 10 times. After printing 10, it will move to the I value. Yes, and now I value is 11. 11 means condition false. It will come outside of the loop. Like that it executes. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Watch the video till the end. Last we are going to discuss some examples. Now you see the flow diagram of the for loop. In the examination point of view, syntax, definition, flow diagram, example. These 4 are very, very important. See the initial value, condition checking. If the condition is true, it executes the for loop body. If the condition is false, it will come outside of the loop. So this is called as loop. If it is executing the bodies of the statement one time, you call it as one iteration. It is also known as one cycles. For this example in the for loop, it executes this body 10 times. Now you consider a small example. Just to print 1 to 10 numbers. Routine hash include stdio.h, conio.h preprocessor directives I have included. Void main, every C program execution starts from main. Now I am declaring one variable I as integer. CLRSR, it is to clear the screen. Now this is the loop, you see. For loop, what is my initial value? 1. Very good. And at what value it terminates? If I is less than or equal to 10, it execute the block. If this condition falls, it will come outside of the block. For every iteration, I value will be incremented by 1. That is I equal to I plus 1. Printf means it will print 1. So first time I value is 1. Printf n backslash n means new line. Percentage d is the format specifier for integer data type. I value, it prints I value. Beginning, at the beginning I value is 1, so it prints 1. After that it moves back. You see here, I value, now I value is incremented by 1. From second time onwards it executes these two parts, that is increment or decrement and condition checking. From second time onwards control will not go to initialization part. For every iteration it checks only 2 elements. Physically 3 elements are there, but logically it performs only 2 elements. It repeats this loop 10 times. We'll check with the C language compiler also. Okay. This will be the expected output. For more visibility, I am displaying this. Now we move to the Turbo C compilers. The same program we check with the C language and we try to modify the program also. The same program I am displaying here, compiling. Now I am executing this with Alt R. You see 1 to 10 it displays. Now you see how it executes. You can check it with F7. So every execution starts from main. CLRSR means it clear the screen. Initial I value is 1. I is less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Condition true means it will enter into the loop. Printf 1 it will print 1. You see, again I am pressing, but it is not displaying anything. If you want, you can see the result with the Alt F5. That is with screen, output screen. So like this, every time it will display outputs. Like this it will print 10. Now you try to modify this program. If I want to print 1 to 10 odd numbers, 1 to 10 odd numbers, that means what are the 1 to 10 odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So every two numbers, every 2 consecutive numbers, the difference is 2. So that means I am changing the increment or decrement. Now I am compiling this program. I check the result. Now you will get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. In the same way, if I modify the program, if I want to get odd numbers, if I want to get even numbers, first even number is 2. Now I am compiling this program, same program, just I have modified the initial value. Now I am executing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 like that. So you can make the changes: initialization value, termination condition, increment or decrement. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.